Hello, Crabman. Welcome back, everyone, to Disco Elysium. What up, Crabman? Is that a man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building? He's studying you intently. Who's there? The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, and then speaks.
I bet your alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You've come to the right place.
Hold on. Stop it right there. Pussy? What's with this? I'm not scared. I just don't understand why the female sexual organs have to be associated with weakness.
You really got a case of red nerves. Pussy in this usage comes from pussy animals. Everybody knows that.
What? Oops.
Chill out, man. Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of the bottle.
That's it. I have to look that up. I need to see if that's a real word. Oh shit, it is. Showing a lack of courage or determination. Timid. Oh, son of a bitch. Hey man, what's up? Yo, Tiago.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
The bow collector. I'm put off by this religious stuff. He thinks, and maybe the ceiling climbing too, it's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Okay, so I shouldn't necessarily take what Kim is saying here seriously. His bias is showing. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay it off already, sheesh. Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem, and it's been getting out of hand lately, but...
This stuff's brutal, eh? I see deep inside you. Your body and spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence, and you don't even know it.
I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc el vino is wreaking on your mind and your spirit. Necesitas parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit? For some reason I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother.
Oh
I'm
god.
only the messenger, Holmes.
Yes! Thought gained. The wasteland of reality. I wanted it, and now it's mine. It will only take 20 hours to metabolize. Okay. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently in the beams, waiting for you to take it all in. You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot. You must be the crab man. Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you've got for me, I won't stop you from using it. Well, if you're not a crab, then what are you? I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique. What were you before you became a crab man? I was in a gang way, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. I lost my memory too. And it haunts me. No, man, you gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light will touch you, fill you with rapture. Do you remember your name, sir? Tiago is my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place among your fellows. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore. My name's Harry. That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters. He ignores your hand. His limbs are a mere shadow below the ceiling. What are you doing here? This is the special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circle it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly. This mother of silence? I point to the window. No. There's a new god in town. And she can't be painted or sculpted, because she has no limbs or even a face. She is simply the end. She's a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes. No one ever will. His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has. what will happen once you drink from this perforation? I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally at one with the state of the world before reality began. That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that. Are you sure you didn't just switch one drug for another? It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service. Too gleeful, those words. He is lying, not to you, to his very own self. Faith is a kind of a drug. I've heard that before, Way. I know I can't convince you on the spot, but think. When's the last time you woke up from a silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night? There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system. I think love might have been my drug of choice. I think I'm still hungover from it. She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out. I guess you have a point. I know, it'll take time. Don't sweat it. His laid-back attitude is sort of fascinating. Just like, I don't believe you. That's great, you don't have to. Well, okay. Maybe you'll come around someday. What if I never do? That's fine. You will or you won't, I don't care. Wait, how did you even find the church? Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? Didn't belong to me. Are these your shoes? I think they were a long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of silence. You can have them. I don't need them anymore. Those shoes look pretty dapper. Right. You've been here for a long time. Did you see the police raid that took place here? Something like that. Did you witness it? Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything. So, some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. The ones in the tent outside, right? I seen them. Guessing they're ones who call me a crab man. Probably scared of me. Do they have reason to be scared? Nah, man, they look pretty funny. I don't know no one anymore, anyway. He used to. A long time ago. So what do you think about the nightclub? Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company. He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think. Do you know where the other spooker is? Point to the strange machines. Other spooker? Oh, it's a Vieta muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes. Vieta? Grandma? Wait, so there is another person living in the church and it's a Vieta? No, I just call her Vieta because of her clothes. She's actually pretty young. Maybe not that young. Age is just one of the masks we wear. What if it's Ruby? Lieutenant seems to be thinking the same thing. Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding from something? You mean like a fugitive? He glances at the abandoned radio computer on the other side of the nave, pulsing with light. Then he shakes his head. Nah, man, quite the opposite. I don't think she cares much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines. I see. And where is she now? Told you, Holmes. I don't know. How can you not know when you both live here? Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We have very different interests. So you've got nothing to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who she is? Afraid not, S.A. You just have to wait until she comes back. Okay then. Thanks. What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez. You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. Of course, a radical centrist in these bright and loud times where 1,000 frequencies drown out one another. Sober thinking is a radical act. It's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience. Where is this kingdom of conscience? It's not a place, it is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. How do you bring about these circumstances? Incrementally. Yawn! You'd get there faster with a little speed! History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment. What about all the things that are wrong now? Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What sang-froid? What benevolence? What a fucking joke! Wait, is this Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things or just about preserving the status quo? Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed? Not necessarily. Then you really never lived through real chaos. Sometimes, in the face of great disaster, defending the status quo is progress. This sounds mega boring. Count me out. What you want is immaterial. The Kingdom of Conscience is coming, whether you like it or not. Only very slowly. The Bow Collector. Thought complete. It's early in the morning. The world is dark blue. The sparks light her face. A delicate composition of triangles. The street seems to grow longer, like a dolly zoom. And there's something in the air as you stand there and wave back at the shape growing smaller and smaller. Something that's always been there. A great see-through world. The tenderness you feel. The ghost of Revachol between you carrying your signals. This holy messenger. The third presence. Unlock. Slot in the wasteland of reality. It's been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic and that it's a sickness and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground and your brain fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this. Even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. Internalize the wasteland of reality. Our physical instrument has gone down by 2, but we can always unequip it and re-equip it if there is a white physical instrument check we're making. But yeah, welcome to the wasteland of reality, everyone. Alright, examining this glass shard will give us a bonus on our visual calculus roll to determine the state of the mural. Still has letters on it, too. Oh, that's weird. Whoops, wrong button. Here it is. Say hello to the Mesk's Banger's Silk Scarf. +1 to pain threshold. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window depicting a deer. Yeah, that's Tiago, the crab man. He's a pretty cool guy. Let's try fucking around with the radio computer. Cold wind blows in from the broken gallery. Makes your skin crawl. So yeah, my shivers is now approximately way too fucking high. I've got a shivers of 7, and I can make it go up even higher with some of my equipment. Empathy shoes. Alright, that's pretty wicked. A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity. A radio computer, and it's turned on. These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks, alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful. We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case. Yes, but this is a strange thing. A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's just go. This is the REHM Prefect Radio Computer, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a REHM-compatible interior printer. Wait, let me just investigate it. You see the Virescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Look inside. Log, February through March. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents. Play. A bar of fabric light above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic drive. Oh no, it was already glowing and now it's also making a sound? It's probably some alien satellite technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air. Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on St. Brun. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal log? This is a human interface, a retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere. Fortress Accident, sounds familiar. The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to. Have any other information about the company? One moment. You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care. Fortress Accident CSCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. That's not bad. Ooh, so conceptual. I wouldn't know. I'm only here for passwords. What's that, this interactive call-on radio play? Any other questions? The static drowns out her response. You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. Are you a machine or are you alive? Yes, I'm alive. I'm 74 years old. My name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the personal log? She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am? I work as a repeater at the East Insel Indian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I'm sitting in my cubicle surrounded by a wall of radios. On an island in the River Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely sitting there all by herself? Lonely? For the first time you hear her chuckle through the rustle of static. Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea. So that's why she does it. Now please, why are you calling, Fortress Accident? What's the personal log? The filament you have inserted into the core. Oh, you mean that glowing thing? February to March? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log? Yes. Good. Please repeat the password. Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Is it my birthday? No. I'm really bad at passwords. Could you give me a hint? Still no. I don't know the password. Received. I'll register this login attempt. That sounds bad. A login attempt, something a criminal would do. Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? I'm finished with this. Goodbye, Fortress Accident. Print? Nothing happens. Okay, so I'm gonna need the password. So I've got an encyclopedia roll over there with no chance of figuring it out. Let's try hitting play again. Okay. So I need to find a hint. Oh, Tiago probably knows. If he's been paying any attention at all, he's probably heard it. Okay, so if
Wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh wait, I meant the mother's love.
Okay, so, right. If I had checked out the computer first, I wouldn't have been able to access it until I had spoken to Tiago. Have you seen the password? Too many times I say you need it for something? Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety. I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends in the interest of public safety, of course. Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death. What'd you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nihilista Pequeña when I hear it. Oh, thanks. I think we're done here, essay. That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find a suspect here. It's not about suspects, Kim. It's about exploration. It's only 6 o'clock on Wednesday. We got some time before the tribunal murders everyone in Martinez. Afterlife, death. Good, I've unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print. Print. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. Read the printout. The first entry made on the 4th of February 52 by an unknown author is short and concise. I arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used a crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath. 4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a long time. Do you think this might be connected to the case? Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric. Read the second entry. 6th of February, 52. Had a little chat with a local fisherman. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky even with narcotics. It's a little spooky, alright. Still haven't figured out the electricity, though. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting. Wait, narcotics? I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold and in an awful part of town. Then why doth the lieutenant protest against spending time here so often? Probably because he wants to get on with the case, drama. Read the third entry. 7th of February 52, finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esker series, something advanced. Why would you need an antenna? Why would anyone need any of this equipment here? Read the 4th entry. 8th February 52, bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up, called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art, drinking somewhere out of town. Solislaw started a rock band again, like he's been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, oh, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible, that I must be lying. I'm here to set it right. Data loss. Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading. Artists, programmers, Lexi, who are all these people? Her friends, colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery. 5th entry. 12th February, brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow at 8 a.m. The strike. We're knowing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's the radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place. 25th of February. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in the disappointment, but I did discover the curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some microphones. Is she talking about... Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here. The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk? But what could it be? I mean, remember, Tiago goes up there to listen to the nothing, to drink in its swallow. The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze. Read the 8th entry. March. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. She must be describing a cell. The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes. 9th entry. March 52. A new 2-meter AUX cable, noodles, crackers, ping, energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum, also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. Suna, the programmer. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer. We have stepped out of the way. She gets right to work and does not give a fuck.
My radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit
I
vendor.
do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're in a side case representing certain music venue organizers.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It is me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now, please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Date of birth generator. How old are we? You were born in the year of 07, in the last year of the Commune of Revachol, right before it fell, in the old military hospital on the ground floor where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had been about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You were 44 years old. The bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope. -1 difficulties, all FYS passives. Is that good? Is that bad? No, okay, so all of the passive rolls I've gotten have their difficulty reduced by 1. Okay, that's cool. That's good. I thought that made it so I got a -1 to all of my physique abilities. Okay. Sweet. I know how old I am. Kim, I know my ABCs. All right. We will talk to Suna more next time on Disco Elysium. Good night, everyone.